years old in 70s.
Look at that. Aquí mismo en el Bronx. Estaba yo toda mi vida aquí. So imagine.
You've seen everything happen.
I know. I've seen everything.
Well, that's why this mule is part of that. This mule is part of, you know, whatever, you know what you're saying, you know. You could jump in here again. Puede buscar porque así hablamos. De lo que tú estás diciendo, you know. That's what this mule is about. Especially the 70s and the 80s, where we experienced here, how so many people passed away. And all these countries that are here, that I put down, Ukraine, Ghana, Nicaragua, Europe, Cuba, everybody has gone through hardship too and turmoil, you know what I mean? So that's why we all got to come together at that part, that's why it relates. And, you know, so, you know, it's put in Puerto Rico, y Puerto Rico ahora está mezclado por tanta cultura, ¿sabes? Puerto Rico's everywhere now, you know, Jamaicans, Europe, you know, Japanese, Chinese. So I think right now we gotta make sure we take that opportunity of how everybody is, you know, already involved with all the cultures, and you know, and know that we have a purpose over here. You know, I think this mural is about that. It's about unity and diversity. You know, over here I'm gonna put in the middle unity and diversity, and aquí lo escribe español, que es parte de Strength Alive, Fortaleza Viva, para la humanidad y América. Y dice, América, humanidad y Puerto Rico mantén su espíritu de fortaleza vivo. La vida da días de dolor y de amor. Resiliencia viva. En inglés in English, America, humanity, Puerto Rico, keep your strength alive. Life gives days of love and pain. Resilient we remain. So, you know, I couldn't put all the poem in here because the brick wall is hard and I don't want to distract the thing, but this is for all humanity, you know? You can grab the trucks and go by with the Puerto Rican flags.
¿Qué tal, mis amigos? Un saludo de parte de este servidor Néstor Rentas, que estoy muy agradecido. Nosotros aquí estamos en el Taíno Mayor 855 Tremont Avenue, llevamos más de 40 años representando la cultura puertorriqueña, por eso me siento bien orgulloso de tener aquí a Tony Cruz, conocido como Rambo, un gran hombre de grafitis que ha hecho muchas grafitis en todo el Bronx. El hombre conoció a que hizo el papel de Superman, ¿verdad? A José Feliciano, él me ha enseñado con muchas fotos, así que estamos muy agradecidos de Tony Cruz. Estoy muy contento, Tony. Yo deseo que siga echando hacia adelante de parte de nosotros acá en Taíno Mayor, de parte de toda la isla de Puerto Rico. Así que muchas gracias y gracias a Dios por ofrecernos un hombre como Tony con el arte que Tony tiene. Sí, gracias, Tony.
No, gracias, Néstor. Y Néstor lleva muchos años aquí representando la cultura en Puerto Rico, manteniendo la cultura folclórica. Él tenía música de estudio aquí mismo en Tremont y Marmion, que mi mamá grababa ahí, que yo la tenga descansando a ella. El Charro chiquito, el Charro grande, Manso Rivera,
Yomo Toro, el Rey del
que vienen aquí, toda esa gente que vienen aquí a grabarle, sí, artistas grandes y músicos, muchos músicos que trabajaron con ellos. Y eso es, para mí, eso es una plataforma de arte de terapia que Néstor Renta da la oportunidad aquí para toda la cultura, no solo puertorriqueños, pero toda la cultura.
Para todo Latinoamérica, seguro que sí. Y tenemos banderas de todos los países nosotros, gracias a Dios, pero como siempre, cada cual de nosotros representa el país y la cultura de uno. Cada país pues representa su cultura. Felicitamos a todos los latinos de parte de Taíno Mayor y de este hombre que está aquí, Tony Cruz, conocido como Rambo, gran hombre de graffiti, bien conocido aquí en el Bronx. Gracias, Tony.
Y Néstor, yo estaba diciendo que aquí yo puse todos los nombres de todos los países: Cuba, Ghana, Ukraine, Europe, Jamaica, Nicaragua, India, Corrida, Japón, Perú, Latinoamérica, Canadá.
Todo por aquí, seguro.
Porque los boricuas están ahora metidos en todos lados.
Todos los países.
¿Qué se puede decir de todos los boricuas que están ahora en toda la cultura?
Bien, chévere. Es bueno siempre nosotros como latinos enlazarnos unos a otros en nuestras culturas, cada cual defendiendo su cultura. Seguro que sí, gracias.
Y cuando una cultura se junta con otra cultura, eso es una oportunidad para educación.
Seguro.
Y por eso yo estoy haciendo este mural, para que vean no solo la bandera boricua ni americana, porque estamos en América, pero para que vean que aquí estamos todos juntos y tenemos la mente abierta, el corazón para participar con todo el mundo, y así lo educamos de la cultura de esta persona, por estar unidos y estar así juntos compartiendo. Y no solo eso, pero también el mensaje Strength Alive, fortaleza viva, para todo el mundo,
viva, seguro que sí.
Toda la humanidad, porque estamos en el 2023 y mira todas las cosas que estamos pasando. Que yo creía que para este año ya iba a tener un carro que vuela y todo, y todavía.
Ajá, sí, pero
nos
libramos del humo de allá de Canadá, y estamos aquí, gracias a Dios, sobreviviendo. Eso es importante, seguro que sí.
Y en esa parte de tecnología, pero la parte de la humanidad ahora, todavía necesitamos sí, lo más que se pueda educarnos en las emociones, cómo afectamos nosotros siendo humanos en estos tiempos, la información que nos afecta, y tenemos que mirar todo eso porque eso separa las culturas. Y este mural es a distraer esas distracciones con algo positivo del corazón, y como lo que trae este caballero Néstor Rentas aquí, yo aprendo de él y lo admiro a él. Y por todo lo que ayudó a mi mamá, a mis tíos, a todos los cantantes que vinieron aquí, porque eso es una plataforma para terapia, que son memorias para mucha gente.
Sí, tuvimos en el programa Mi Pueblo es tu Pueblo por 22 años, así que ya el público sabe, me conoce, y hemos estado ofreciendo música y cultura para todos, seguro que sí.
Ay, gracias, Néstor. Sigue para adelante.
Seguro.
Salud.
Gracias, Tony.
Amor para la isla y para el corazón, para el cuerpo.
Seguro, gracias, Tony. Seguro.
Es saludable lo que tenemos que hacer.
Bien, chévere, seguro que sí, eso es importante.
Y aquí toda la bandera boricua.
Todo el tiempo arriba, seguro que sí.
Bueno, cuando la quieran a venir a buscar en Tremont y Marmue, pasó de Boulevard, aquí estamos, junio 11.
Más de 40 años aquí.
Más de 40 años. Junio
Seguro.
11, 2023, aquí estamos.
Seguro que
Dios
sí.
los bendiga a todos. Gracias.
Gracias.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, we're right here in the Bronx at the tribute to Puerto Rico, humanity, and America, with legendary here, Cholo, percussionist from the Bronx. Cholo, habla de Puerto Rico a la isla, como este mural representa.
Verdaderamente yo doy las gracias todos los días, porque yo de haber nacido en Puerto Rico, porque es un país de mucho amor y cariño, y le damos las manos a cualquier persona que necesite nuestra ayuda, como siempre, y estoy orgulloso de ser puertorriqueño por eso, porque nosotros somos gente humildes y buenas, y nos importa el bienestar de los demás. Y por eso estoy aquí celebrando con toda mi gente de todos los países de Latinoamérica, porque Puerto Rico es así. Me gusta siempre estar con solidaridad con los otros países de Latinoamérica y otros países mitíroles.
Y este mural es para mantener la fortaleza viva, para todas las cosas que pasamos alrededor del mundo, familia aquí, South Bronx, Puerto Rico, la humanidad, todo el mundo que está pasando cosas, por eso puse todos los países ahí, Ukraine, Santo Domingo, Corea, India, porque todos pasamos tiempo de turbulencia y estamos en este planeta juntos y todavía tenemos que buscar solución, ¿no? Eso lo hablo de aquí, de la tierra de Bronx, y lo hablo del corazón, de toda la familia, todo, ¿no?
Tú sabes, papi.
Vaya, aquí
Tú
estamos.
Tú sabes, boricua.
Resistance and grief right here.
Tú sabes lo que hay, boricua, papi, hasta la cepa.
What do you think about the mural? How it makes you feel, bro?
You made the black live. This shit is a rap. Although I don't really know too much about the American flag, but you know,
So,
boricua, ya tú sabes, papi, hasta la muerte. Estamos aquí en familia, papi.
The American flag is here because we're in America,
It's here.
And I put all the countries in Puerto Rico now. It's mixed with everybody. Puerto Rico is mixed with Indian, with Japanese.
You did this?
Yes. Rambo, brother. Bless.
Good job, Bob. You made the whole block live. You know, I respect this.
For everybody,
You
man.
already know
For
we're here
everybody
outside,
that
man.
Puerto Rico aquí representando.
Buen
Thank you,
tiempo,
brother.
buen tiempo.
Pues ya tú sabes que sea, la pared le está trayendo positivo y todavía le explico a la gente por qué está América y por qué están los otros países, porque esto es parte de abrir el camino, abrir brecha para diversity y unidad. Dime tú.
Exactamente. Tenemos que trabajar y seguir trabajando para a ver si podemos unir el mundo entero, la humanidad, y tener un mundo más mejor y más bueno, juntitos, trabajando juntos. Ese es mi mensaje.
Gracias. 2000, December 2000, right when that pandemic started, I went over there. And it was Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve, 2000, right? 2020, I mean. There was nobody in Wynwood, bro. It was dead. There was only one artist doing a mural, another Puerto Rican artist. And then I went down right around the corner from the Museum of Graffiti. And I got permission for a wall, little wall there on the side. And, ¿cómo se dice? It was a ghost town. There was nobody there. And I don't got no car, no drive, so I know too many people in Miami, and some of my boys are busy with their family. So I took one of them construction cones, the big orange ones. I think the ones like across the street over there, the big ones. So I took one and I me paré encima de ahí, boom, and I did the mural with that as far as I can. So that was funny, man. Because one of my boys came that he works at my boy's store, Guarapo, at the smoothie. So I told him, yo, you can bring a ladder. But he brought a little ladder, like a 2 feet ladder. I was like, all right, thank you, bro. And I went, I started looking, I said, oh shit, I gotta get this mural done. I came all the way from the Bronx to do this.
With a 2-foot ladder.
Yo, and I went and got that cone, and boom, busted it out, you know. But that mural's for the Vision Protection Campaign, Strength for Life campaign, and it was for Christmas, you know, the Feliz Navidad and Happy New Year. It was a holiday keeping the spirit again alive, you know. And especially that was right when COVID was happening, so it was like I'm out there, it's a ghost town. I feel like the world ended. I'm out here by myself. It was like a story I heard about a guy he loves to read so much that he found himself in the whole world. I think it was one of them TV shows. He found himself in the whole world, just him alone with all the books. So I felt like I was all alone over there, you know, to paint everything up. But anyway, that was that story, man. We got that campaign going. That was good. And you know, the red represents, you know, blood, life, you know. Those cones are going to be in the museum.
Remember the pool hall up in Dykeman?
Oh yeah?
That was fresh, yo.
You went to see it over there?
I bumped into you out there one morning.
Oh, I forgot.
You ran me upstairs. You were on the staircase at that time.
Yeah, that's a nice job. I gotta go back over and touch it up.
That was beautiful, son.
Thank you. I gotta go back.
That was
and
in
touch it up.
Dykeman. I remember that day. I was kicking rocks. Just like today. Is there still a pool hall out there? They still got it as a pool hall?
Yes, I'm trying to reach over there.
You had that laced up nice, man.
this here. This is part of the interview they did on one of the newspapers here in the Bronx, or AM New York, I think, New York City. And it's about the campaign to protect your eyes, how I took it to the Metropolitan Museum and the United Nations. Basically, again, using hip-hop graffiti art to create awareness to benefit humanity, you know. And so I appreciate their support. Bronx Times news reporter. So I put some of this. I try to put this here where, man, I have another canvas that I was gonna bring so I can have everybody sign it. Oh wait, I got a map we all can sign. I want people to sign it, you know.
What's up, brother? Hey! How you doing? Okay.
Oh, look how beautiful it goes. I ain't seen my friend AZ in years, man. It's good that he's coming by.
I saw you for the...
You know, we started doing this years ago, and I saw a lot of people forget about it, and sometimes it's therapy. We're gonna do a whole mural for our crew, STV boys, everybody that passed away. I don't know where, but we're gonna do it.
What are you doing here? I'm helping my boy out. Okay, take care, Nick. I love you, boy. Take care, man. Okay.
Next time I'll do better legs. I just don't want everybody to look at your legs right now, right? Mama? When we do some nice legs, that's all they're gonna look at your legs. We'll hook them up. Gotta focus on the message. Love. Well, you know, they give us blessings and love for a reason. Because they know one day it won't be here. They know that they gotta leave a blueprint behind. And when my mother passed away, going on 18 years now, first thing I realized about parents, I don't have children, was,
You know our parents. Let's turn this into
well, you know, that's not the, you know, I don't want my children to turn into me.
Why not?
Not regarding anything bad or good. I want them to do it greater. I want them to be greater than me.
That's what all the information you provide as a parent.
Because, you know,
You don't even got kids and you talking like this.
oh, because I got my niece and my nephews and they're like my children.
Yeah, Richie's kids,
Yeah.
right?
And you know, my ex-girlfriends with their kids, they became my stepkids, and so you know, yeah. But, this here is that the mother's love cannot be in vain, cannot be in vain. You know what I mean? Cannot go to waste. So once you're living with purpose, man. That life is gonna throw us off track, and I mean, you know, I know people. I've been with people that have been through a lot of bad experiences, worse than things that I've been through, and you know, they have to be strong too, and they find strength, especially with the blind people. Working with a lot of the blind people that I've met and just network with, and support each other. There's a lot of courage that the blind people have, because to be blind in this crazy world, you gotta have courage and big cojones, because think about right now, I don't know what gangster or anybody that's tough will close their eyes and walk down the block. So you listen to the news, you say, this is happening, and you're blind. You be like, should I go outside now? It takes courage. That takes real courage. So I learned from a lot of the blind people too. And the main thing is that we learn from each other.
God bless her, man.
But this is for all the mothers that passed and that are living. You know, and then for the mothers that their children died. Because a lot of mothers gave love to their children, and their children died, and the mothers feel guilty or they feel they failed. And I gotta realize, like before my grandmother passed away, you know, we were talking because my uncles passed away. They got caught up out here in the South Bronx and in the 80s and the drugs and that. And my grandmother was 92 also when she passed away 16 years ago. But she, my mother, anyway, the main thing is that, you know, oh yeah, I told my grandmother, she said, ay, Toñito, yo no sé, como Toñito, she said, le di tanto consejo a los muchachos and a esa abuela. We were in the South Bronx. It was one of the worst places, infested with drugs, violence, illiteracy, you know, no access to jobs. When they came here in the 60s, they came in the mid-60s. Still a lot of prejudice and all that, were working in factories. And then in the South Bronx, as you know, that all got, you know, it was a plan to kind of just make that whole place distinguished, you know, to get, I mean, what's my word? Just get that place, you know, liquidated, to get that place out the way. And so they didn't care about the people, and a lot of people, you know, this is what we have. We're the children of that. That's why my documentary and my film project is, you know, the children of the South Bronx in the 70s and the 80s. You know? And that's part of, if it wasn't for my mother, I wouldn't be here talking. My mother used to be in the 70s helping the homeless people. And I was 4 or 5 years old, seeing her, helping them out, her friends, her own friends. You know, the alcohol was big in the 70s. Our grandfather and all of them. I look at the liquor store and be like, a lot of people die from that liquor store. Like my grandfather used to go in 180 on Southern Boulevard, Tremont. But you know, that's what I'm sharing out here with others, you know. But the mothers, you know, and the fathers. I'm gonna do something for the fathers too. Maybe one of these walls here or somewhere else. Because my father died in '92, and I met him when I was 14, and he went through mass shit. He went through a lot of stuff. And the main thing is that, you know, even though I met him when I was 14, he left when I was young, and I still saw him on and off. He still, you know, I still got feelings for him, and you know, like they say, there's a lot of fathers that abandon their kids, you know. So even though he did that, but we still have love to give him, and he kind of died without. We left, you know, we left our love. We left us with our love in our hands, holding to give it to him. He was angry. He didn't want no love. But that's a lesson to learn from, man. Anyway, brother, I'm talking to you, man.
Yeah, man. Same here, bro.
Yeah, man. Tell your mother Happy Mother's Day. Sácale un foto y say, yo, Ram 2 send you this postcard. Mira. Spanish, ella lee español también, ¿verdad? It's a big postcard. I'm gonna get the other rolls up here so I can finish up here.